Hey guys, my name is Brittany. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this easy naked cake. So I'm gonna be using this cake mix that I purchased at the store, and we're gonna go ahead and bake the cake as directed. I like to add an extra egg than what's required, and then I also like to replace the water with milk, and I feel like that just helps it taste even better. Now we're going to just give that a good mix. So I like to take a piece of parchment paper and cut it to the size of the cake pan and put it at the bottom so that when we bake the cake and flip it around, it comes out easy and doesn't break apart. And then just add some nonstick spray, pour in half the cake mix in each pan, and bake as directed. Now for the strawberries we're going to add in the cake, we're going to go ahead and wash and dry the strawberries and chop them into small slices. Now we're going to pour in 2 tablespoons of sugar. And go ahead and mix that around with your spoon. Now we're going to smash the strawberries with a fork or a smasher. Now we're just going to cover our strawberries and place them in the fridge until we're ready to use them. Our first batch of cakes are ready to go, and now I'm going to work on the last 2 cakes. So I'm making a total of 4 cakes, and that's using 2 box mixes. So I went ahead and let the cakes cool down for an hour or so, and now it's time to assemble them. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them down a little bit and make them as even as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, just as close as you can get it. Next, we're going to work on our frosting. So I'm just using this frosting from the store. You can make your own if you would like. So I just like to get the frosting out of the container and then go ahead and whip it so it's easier to spread on the cake. And I'm going to be using 2 containers. So I purchased the whipped frosting to try it out, but it wasn't soft enough, so I went ahead and just whipped it a little more. Now using my cake board, I'm going to use that as a base for the cake. So I just spread some frosting on the cake board and placed the first layer of cake on top. But I realized this cake board was way too big, so I had to think really fast, what was I going to do? So I just went ahead and took my scissors and cut it down so it fit perfectly. Now we're going to add some frosting on top of the cake and just go ahead and spread that around. Now we're going to add a layer of strawberries on top of the frosting, and I would actually recommend using a spoon with a strainer because some of the liquid was falling down the cake, and that would help out with that problem. And now we're just going to repeat the same steps. Now we're going to flip that cake around and add it on top of the cake, and that's going to be our last layer. Now we're going to frost the cake from the top to the bottom, so I like to add a nice layer on top and then grab a lot of frosting and start adding it to the sides of the cake. And this doesn't have to be perfect, we just want to make sure we cover up that cake. The strawberry liquid was falling on the side of the cake, so I just took a paper towel and cleaned that up a bit, and then just continued with decorating the cake. Now using the icing smoother, we're going to go ahead and start smoothing out the cake. So here I'm just trying to fill in all the holes in the cake with the frosting, and then I'll take my icing smoother and smooth out all the cake. Now using a damp paper towel, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down all the excess frosting on the cake stand. So I was kind of struggling with the cake decorating process, and it wasn't turning out the way I would like it. It wasn't as perfect as I would like, but I had to hurry up and I was kind of rushing. And I almost scrapped the video, but I didn't because I was like, this would help out somebody. And if they're thinking that they want to try this cake but it might be too hard, I just wanted to show you guys that even I was struggling too. And as long as you have some cute decor on top, that's all that people are going to pay attention to. And it takes a couple tries. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me down below, and I love to help you guys out. But yeah, just go ahead and decorate the way you would like. I made this cake topper with my Cricut machine. So if you would like a video on that, just let me know. And then I decorated it with some cute flowers from Michaels. And yeah, guys, it turned out good. You wouldn't even know I was struggling. I mean, not that much at least, but yeah, it turned out good, and it even tastes great. So if you would like to subscribe, I would love to have you. If you can like and share this video with someone that would like it or would need some inspiration, go ahead and do that. That would help me out so much. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, guys. Bye.